after watching the film, what were some of your impressions of how you guys played on offense?
Well, the big thing was that we didn't turn the ball over. That was, we talked about that all week. We had 2 weeks in a row where we were negative in the turnover margin, and we knew we had to do better this game, and I was really proud of our team for that. And then I thought we played physical. I thought we were, especially in the fourth quarter, and I thought Barry did a nice job taking care of the ball and giving us some spark in the run game too.
As you move forward with your running back situation, are you kind of like practice load management, I guess is the word the NBA uses, or do you feel like LJ can kind of do what he's doing?
Yeah, we're definitely being smart with him in practice. He doesn't get hit at all, really. But yeah, the load of carries he's getting right now is kind of what I was envisioned before the season, even if Sione wasn't out. Bear's getting a few more than I would like at times, but he's so good at it, it's hard not to use him. So we're trying to manage that as well as we can. But LJ, his practice week is pretty light. He's a veteran player who knows the offense really well, so it's mostly just game plan details that he needs to be able to play well on Saturdays.
Do you have any depth behind Preston Rex? I know some of those guys have been dinged up a little bit.
We still believe in Joe Vessa. I mean, Joe Vessa did not get put, just because he made one mistake is not why he's not playing. It's just Preston had earned the opportunity prior to that, and injuries had kind of held him back. But we have a lot of belief in Joe Vessa, and Enoch Nawahine is a good player too.
What sets Bear apart in his ability to run the football? Like what makes him so effective in that QB run game?
Well, he has really good vision. He's faster than you think, and he's very physical. He runs behind his pads, and he's 230, 235 pounds. So he's just a load to bring down, and he's just very instinctive. He sees the game.
Coach, where does LJ rank as far as pass blocking running backs that you've had?
He is doing a really good job. I don't know how to rank him, but much better than a year ago. And in fact, I thought he had a very good pass protection game against the Utes. I mean, we had to mix up our protections a lot in that game. Last year, our quarterback got hit a lot, and this year we were very intent to not allow that to happen. That they get most of their turnovers from getting after the quarterback. They get you in. They stop the run, they get you in 3rd and long, and then they get after the QB, and those hits on the QB often turn into turnovers, strip sacks, interceptions, things like that. So LJ had a huge role in that, and I thought we did a solid job. It wasn't perfect, but we did a good job protecting.
So 2 years ago, Iowa State got you guys pretty good here.
Yeah.
Since then, you guys haven't lost a game by more than one score. Was that kind of a pivotal moment for BYU football, do you think? Or?
Yeah, that was a humbling loss. I mean, they got after us from the first play of the game. I mean, we fumbled the opening kickoff, and it went all downhill from there. And, Iowa State's a program that I respect a lot. I've looked to them as a program that we felt like we could be like them. They were good before we were in this conference, and they play with a lot of discipline and toughness. They're a big team like we are. On offense, they run the ball, and they're very balanced. They can throw it and run it. Defensively, they're tough and physical. So I think it's a program that we've kind of looked to like, hey, that's someone to emulate and try to, we do different things than them, but we respect them a lot.
They've been banged up. They lost both of their starting cornerbacks to ACLs. Do they play any differently right now just due to those injuries that you've seen?
There really hasn't been a big drop-off that I see, and the defensive coordinator does such a good job. They mix up their coverages so much. It's not like their corners are just hanging on an island all day in man coverage. They do a lot of good things to keep you guessing, and so and they're a program that's very tough and physical, and when they have somebody get hurt, they're not going to whine about it. The next guy's going to step up and play. I have a lot of respect for him.
Have you been to Jack Trice before?
Yeah, 2010.
Okay.
We had a good day there. Yeah.
First day game since Arizona State last year, as far as daytime kickoff. What is that a thing for you guys? Is that does that cause any sort of schedule change or anything as far as preparation?
You wake up and eat breakfast and go. So that'll be different. But I think we're all excited to play a day game. It's instead of getting home at 5 o'clock in the morning, we get get a decent night's sleep after that game and going into our bye week. But night games have been great to us, but we're excited to play in the day. I am, and looking forward to it.
Where do you see the strength of the Iowa State defense?
Well, it starts with just they have a very unique scheme and they're very good at it. I would start there, but they have good players at every position. Very good size. They're a big team and they hit. I mean, these guys are hitters. This is a violent team, and I respect them a lot.
We'll find out more Wednesday, but any chance JoJo is close to getting back?
JoJo he won't play in this game, but I'm expecting him to play against Texas Tech.
So after the bye?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
How about Sione?
I'm more unsure on him, but JoJo's getting really close. He's practicing and looking really good out here.
7-0, kind of midway point of the season. What's your overall assessment of the defense at this point? What have you liked, and maybe what's working for you guys?
Well, we've had moments where we were outstanding, and then moments where we got to clean things up. 7-0. If you'd asked me that at the start of the year, I would have taken it for sure. I think statistically speaking, we're doing a lot of great things, and then, like I say, there's some things that we can still clean up right now.
Compared to last year, where do you guys feel like you've improved?
Well, I think we're better in the scheme right now. When we have all of our veteran dudes in there, I think we're really, really good. We're more stout inside than we were a year ago. I think there's just an overall better understanding of just what we're trying to get accomplished.
It seemed like you were using Nusi Tamoipeo a lot last game. What strides has he shown you, and what's earned him the increased playing time?
Oh, well, he's going to be a phenomenal player, and right now he just keeps getting better and better. He's got great athleticism, he's got great physicality, and he's going to be a person that the fans love and adore for the next couple of years.
So has it just been a matter of time for him in the South Sea League?
So Nusi had some injury issues early in camp that we've been working through, and now he's back healthy, so that was a lot of his. And then, both of them is just a matter of getting them more familiar with the scheme and trying to get them in positions where they can be successful.
Talking about the interior defensive line, has Justin been what you hoped he would be coming in and bolstering that interior?
Oh, yeah. I think Justin and Keanu and JT and Anisi and those guys have done a phenomenal job all year in there. But, we brought Justin in for a reason. He's doing a lot of great things.
Rocco Beck's just kind of the latest of these quarterbacks you're facing in the Big 12. What do you see from him?
Well, every team has one, right? Every team has a good quarterback. Every team has wideouts. Every team, this team has really good tight ends. So I love Rocco Beck's competitive nature. He can throw it. He can run it. He's really smart. Rarely does he go to the wrong spot with the ball. So, he looks like a guy that's played a lot of snaps in the Big 12 and started a lot of games.
Have you ever gone up against Matt Campbell coach team before?
Yeah, in 2023, and we got our butts kicked. So we got a lot to prove. Those guys came in here a couple of years ago and did a lot of great things against us.
When Jay Drew asked Aaron about this yesterday, I was kind of reiterating the question. From that point, you guys have never lost a game by more than a possession. Was that kind of a turning point in a way with that game?
Well, since that point, I think we've been very good. I think that was a growing up game in the Big 12 and trying and understanding of what it's like to play in the Big 12 week after week after week after week. And when you get banged up and you don't have depth and bad things happen, then you got a chance of getting your butt kicked. And we fixed a lot of those issues through recruiting and just getting more depth. We fixed a lot of those issues through understanding of just knowing what to expect week in and week out, and the physicality of the Big 12.
On Coordinator's Corner, you talked about Jack and his fighting back to be able to play against Utah. Was he as good, better? Like, where did you kind of evaluate his plays versus what you expected him coming off that injury?
Well, if you look at him on the sack that was so critical on fourth down, he looked like a freak and come off the edge super fast, looked like Jack, and then there were times where it looked like his shoulder was hurting him still. This week he looks way better than last week. The week before, I don't know that anybody could have been in their practice, and he was. He's a tough dude that is already back off an injury where most people would not be back right now.
So your safeties were super active on Saturday. They were the two leading tacklers, which is kind of atypical for the defense. What kind of brought that about? Were you putting them in positions to be more active against Utah? Was that a scheme thing?
No, I think that was a thing where they recognized a lot of the things that were happening. They made plays. They do a great job of film study. I think Tanner and Falatau played great all year, so that did not surprise me that those guys played really well in that game. And, Raiders been right there in the mix too. That safety group has played really good this year.
You hoping to have Raider back soon, or is it still very
soon? Yep, very soon.
And then staying in the secondary with the corners, Bamba had the big play on 4th down. Trey's flashed this year. Johnson's been really good. Just what are your thoughts on the secondary with the corners?
Well, Coach Guilford does a great job with those guys, and we got 3 or 4 guys that we really feel we can win with. Getting Cabella back and moving more in that direction solidifies that group. Tavion has done a lot of great things for us, so that group just continues to get deeper and deeper with the reps that those guys have been getting.